Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're all well. So I want to read, this is my previous book. I want to read a few paragraphs that I saw that can resonate with some of us. Yes. So this story is about a lady called Yasmin. She was in a marriage. If I can preempt the book, she was in a marriage with a guy called Josiah, and then they broke up after she had a stillbirth. Oh yes, she had stillbirth, so she was so depressed. So it talks about depression. It talks about that, and I want to read a few paragraphs. I hope they'll be I hope they'll be of help to some of us. So what happened is that Yasmin went to see she went for therapy, that is. Now when she went for therapy, she had before she got the best therapist. You have to pass through so many therapists for you to get the one who's meant for you. Something like that. So this is what her therapist was telling her. So this is it. You have to make peace with that woman. So she was being asked to about, the way when you go for therapy, for those of us who've gone for therapy, there is a way we are asked probably about your past or something that was disturbing you. So this is what she was being told. You have to make peace with that woman, Yasmin, because she is you. She is not someone you banished with therapy and meds. She is you. You cannot disassociate from her. Until you reconcile that, you won't find true peace. Until you have compassion for her instead of judgment, you cannot fully heal. This is at the end of so when she started therapy, immediately she lost her child, and then her marriage broke down. But she came to realize later that she was still angry about the woman who she was when she was going through that depression. Yes. So she was being told she has to make peace with that woman. So you have to make peace with the person you were before you healed or before you started healing. That is what I got from the whole of it. Her therapist, she grabs her pen and pad from the side table, lifts her head and stares me down. So let's set a date. A date for what? We need to put it on the calendar, the day you're going to forgive yourself and get about the business of living your life. So this is the therapist telling Yasmin that they have to set a date for her to forgive her old self. I don't know if you've tried to forgive yourself from a previous thing that you had, and you don't know when to forgive yourself. So maybe we could also do this if you have issues with your past, or there's something you've been beating yourself about. It's time for you also to set a date. Personally, as I was reading this, I was thinking about my life, and then I was like, I have also had things that I've done in the past or situations I've been in, and I probably have not forgiven myself. So I also set a date when I am supposed to forgive myself for me to be in a position to move on. Okay? Yes. Pretty sure it doesn't work like that. So this is now Yasmin and the therapist talking. So the therapist tells her, you need to set a date. Then she's like, why should I set a date? And then she's like, you're supposed to put it on the calendar the day you're going to forgive yourself. So Yasmin tells the therapist, pretty sure it doesn't work like that. Then the therapist tells her it can work like that. You can't change what has already happened, what you did or decided. So you have two choices: wallow in it, stay in the chokehold of guilt and shame that holds you back from the next phase of your life. So she taps the pad with the pen. Or decide you've punished yourself long enough for things you cannot change, and set a date when you'll forgive yourself and move forward. So that is all I want us to get from all this. Like, there are only two options in life. You can either wallow in whatever is stressing you or whatever you've been in. You stay in the chokehold of that guilt and shame that holds you back from the next phase of your life. Or you can decide and set a date where you will forgive yourself and then you move forward. As for me, I decided to set a date. I will not tell you when that date is, but I decided to set a date and forgive myself and just move forward. So she continues to say, how could it be that simple? My chest tightens and my breath shortens and my head starts spinning again, and I understand it's a cycle. It will come back around, the creeping guilt, the enormous shame, as long as I let it, but nothing will ever change. The futility of it angers me because while I'm sitting here unable to breathe, punishing myself every day, my life is waiting for me. I must embrace the necessity of finding joy in the borders of my own soul, sketching the parameters of contentment along the lines of my heart and myself. Not because everything is perfect with my kids. Things will never be perfect. I have to let go of perfect. Not because I'm guaranteed a happily ever after. Maybe one day I can get Josiah back. Maybe against all odds, he'll give me another chance. Or he may never love me again. Even if he doesn't, I can't live like this. There's a corner of my heart, a room in my soul where I must choose joy just for me and just because I want to be free of this. I want to heal, to be the best, most complete version of myself for my children, for my mother, for my friends. That is Yasmin's realization that things will never be perfect, and it's life can never be perfect, but you have to let go of that perfect, not because you're guaranteed of a happily ever after, no, but because you have to have another chance with your life. So please grab the book and read. This book is just so nice. Yes, I don't want to preempt everything, so get yourself the book so that you can see if what happened after that. Okay, until next time.